Hey, this is Charles.
It is Eugene.
Hey, this is Zach Raymer.
Hey, this is Zach Porter.
And welcome to the Monday Mix.
Hey everyone, and thanks for tuning in to the second episode of the Monday Mix. This week we've got the Facts with Zach about job searching. We've got Switch It Up about the new Snow White movie, and Eugene will lead Geno's sports segment about the new bats the Yankees have been using. So grab a drink, grab a snack, and enjoy this week's episode. All right, and welcome back, everyone, to this week's edition of The Facts with Zach. This week, we'll be talking about interviews, work experience, and careers. So, Zach, tell us a little bit about your work experience. Where have you worked in the past?
Janitorial.
You were in the career exploration janitorial program, huh?
Right now I'm furnishing, like painting tables.
Oh, you're learning how to refinish furniture.
Yeah.
And Zach, you mentioned before that you used to work at McDonald's. Tell us about that.
It's fine, and I like cleaning.
You cleaned at McDonald's too?
Mm-hmm.
Very good. So is that the type of job that you're looking for this summer? Something in cleaning or janitorial?
Yeah.
Wonderful. And you also mentioned that you like working with food.
Mm-hmm.
Where would you like to work in like a kitchen if you could?
At Taco Bell.
At Taco Bell? Okay. That'd be a fun one. And what about the Amish market?
That'll be fun.
That'd be a really cool place to work, huh? There's lots of different restaurants in there, lots of different things you could do, and I bet they probably have a janitorial service there too. How about you, Zach P? How's your job hunting going?
Not too bad. I've got a couple of job interviews in the next month or two.
Right
Starting
on.
tomorrow.
Starting tomorrow. And where's your job interview tomorrow?
It's in Bell Camp at the new Olive Garden, and I've got another one in June at the new Longhorn Steakhouse down there.
Okay, very good. Now, Zach, what have you been working on to prepare for your interview tomorrow?
Not much. I mean, I've just gotten my clothes washed for the week too, so I've got like polo shirt, khaki pants, and all that.
Nice. Got your outfit picked out and
Yeah, pretty much.
nice and clean, ready to go?
Yeah.
Cool. So, what are some things we can do at an interview to help set us apart from the competition?
Well, eye contact can make or break any relationship of any kind.
Exactly. Yeah. From the very, very beginning, firm handshake, eye contact with the person you're interviewing with.
Yeah.
What else? You want to show up early?
Yeah, as early as you can.
At least, 10, 15 minutes early, just in case.
One time I got there like an hour early, I think.
Oh my gosh.
Thanks, we didn't find our way around the complex.
Oh, that's another tip, is if it's in an unfamiliar place, you can drive there, the night before, the week before, and just kind of get a feel for the area. Because you don't want to, like you said, you don't want to get lost on your first interview. How about during the actual interview process? What are some good questions to ask or good things to comment on?
I'm still learning myself. I'm still relearning that stuff myself. I mean, I can't really give you a direct question I can give.
Okay. Well,
If their days are flexible, at the very least, but I haven't really done that recently.
right. It's good to talk to them about the work schedule, how flexible their hours and days can be.
Yeah, definitely.
It's good to, ask them about how much you're going to get paid.
Yeah. Well, I don't think you should ask that till the very end, at the very least.
True. Yeah, you don't want to lead with that one, And just, what do they like about their job? What are the most difficult aspects of the job? What are the most rewarding aspects of the job?
Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah, the more questions you ask, the more it shows them that you are really interested in the job.
Yeah, pretty much.
So Zach Raymer, when's the last time that you went to a job interview? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
Was it a while ago?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. And did you? But back then, did you bring a resume with you?
I was in class. I don't know. I'm trying to remember what it was.
Oh, that's okay. It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this: Why do you want a job this summer?
So I can get paid.
So you can get paid, so you can make some money, right? Have your own money. And what are you looking forward to spending your money on? What would you buy if you had a paycheck coming in?
Video games.
Video games, that's a good idea. That's a good one. Help pass the hot summer months when you gotta stay inside. Gotcha. And what else would you buy?
I don't know, lunch.
You can get lunch, you can get whatever snacks and drinks out of the vending machines here. They got pretty good prices on them. How about you, Zach Porter? What would you be purchasing with your first paycheck if you got the if you landed this job?
A little bit here for retirement, a little bit there to help my mom pay the bills. But what I would really like is to pay for little stuff for my own hobbies and collections and whatnot.
Okay, you might want to add to your train room some, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
I've also been on a bit of a Tugs kick.
So what is Tugs, Zach?
It's the sister series, the Thomas and Friends, done by everybody who pretty much did the original series, but Brett Allcroft. I mean, it's basically about tugboats, and it's based in the 1920s.
Oh, neat. And do they have big faces on them like the
Yeah.
Thomas the Train show does?
Yeah.
Okay, very cool.
But we can talk more about that next season. I can actually show you a few episodes sometime.
Sounds good.
See all 13 of the episodes that were actually produced on YouTube, in fact.
Oh, was there only one season of the show?
Sadly, yes. The company that was financing it went belly up, and they pretty much had to cancel the whole series. But most of the models from the original show are pretty much salvaged and in some cases in full working order.
Very cool. Yeah, we could.
Two of which actually ended up in a private collection. The rest are with what they call the Star Tugs exhibition.
Gotcha. We should definitely talk about that during your next segment, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
But speaking of train engines, we were talking before. You mentioned, I think your dream job would be to work either for a railroad or around like steam engines.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I also want to do movies. I mean, basically the movies for the kids, and I'm also going to get mechanical experience on steam locomotives as well.
Wow, that's amazing. Would you want to actually be like working on the like fixing stuff and
Fixing, driving, whatever I can get my hands around.
that'd be so cool, man. Is there anywhere around here? I mean, I know we've got train stations, but is there anywhere around here that really manufactures parts like that?
Not so much anymore. In fact, in many cases, they have to barter for parts. But they do, in fact, if they do have to make new parts from scratch, it all has to be cast, and the tools have to be remade and everything. And I mean, you can use some parts for like patterns and whatnot, but they don't really make stuff like that very often anymore.
So,
I mean, it's been dead. I mean, steam locomotive building techniques have been dead around here since like 1960 or so.
oh, I see. So it might be hard to find a place around here that's actually manufacturing
we have
that
to
specifically.
buy-
But
We have to buy boiler tubes all the way from Germany, in fact.
oh my gosh, really?
Yeah.
So we have to get those imported from?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we're running a little low on time this time, so I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap this segment up. But it was awesome hearing about your future job prospects, and I hope you both find something you like for the summer. All right, and now for this week's edition of Switch It Up with Zach. We just watched a pretty interesting video about the new Snow White movie that came out. It was someone named Candace Owens talking about it and all its wokeness. Zach, what did you think about that?
Well, for one thing, I think Disney needs to stop making these remakes because they're already because even if you do get someone who enjoyed the original, you're pretty much butchering the original as you speak.
Gotcha. So you think once a movie as sacred as Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs has been made, they should just leave it alone, huh?
Yeah. Especially if you're going to have someone, whether or not you're going to have someone who liked the original or not, you're pretty much butchering your legacy either way to match up to what they call modern standards.
Right, and the original came out almost 100 years ago, if you believe.
I was like elementary school when it came out.
When the first Snow White came out, you were not born yet, Eugene.
Yeah, that's right.
That's okay, I wasn't either. I think they said 1937,
37, yeah.
wow,
Yeah.
so really close to 100 years ago, and now they're changing things. What were some of the things that changed from the original to the remake that we just learned about in this video?
The original was the cartoon.
Actually,
The
some of it was a
original was a cartoon, right?
And they had the cartoon dwarves.
Right, but now they're using CGI for the dwarves.
Yeah, when they could have just as easily used little people like they did in Star Wars. You know, when R2-D2 was going.
Exactly. Like in the video we just watched, they were talking about how Peter Dinklage from Game of Thrones went on and spoke out against using little people for these kind of roles. But then there was a backlash from that community
Yeah.
talking about how now they're out of a job because Hollywood's too woke and they're trying to be too inclusive, maybe. So yeah, that's something interesting to think about. What else changed from the original to this new one, do you think? Or what was Rachel Zegler's big gripe?
The sexism of the original film or something like that. I don't really know what she was talking about. There was
She
not
did-
much clips of her yakking, thankfully.
Well, she did mention that, and I guess in the original it's all about the prince coming to save Snow White from
The Wicked Witch.
the Wicked Witch in a bad situation that she got herself into, right?
Yeah.
And Rachel was saying that in this day and age, women shouldn't need to rely on men; they can be their own saviors.
And I've got nothing against that, but the way she worded it towards everybody is just not acceptable.
Going a little too far, you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you can voice your opinions without ticking people off.
Yeah, but everyone got Tangled.
You can all take somebody off if you put your opinion on the internet, unfortunately.
Yeah, but everyone got the movie Tangled with Mandy Moore and Zachary. I forgot his last name, but it's everyone got the movie Tangled with Mandy Moore, which was like a cartoon in a movie. And then the French tried to save her. To her horse, knocked the guy over.
Oh, so something similar happened in the movie Tangled? Mm-hmm. There's a lot of movies where there's a damsel in distress and a big heroic man comes along to save the day, huh?
Yeah.
And the horse tries to knock him over.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm all for equality, but people just go overboard with it these days.
Same thing with Cinderella. They try to remake Cinderella.
think we're maybe overcorrecting a little much.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. I liked what they said at the end of the video we watched about how, women do need men,
Yes, I agree.
not necessarily to save them,
Yeah.
but men need women just as much, right?
Yeah.
Both genders need each other to function, to prosper, to
Yeah, exactly.
avoid danger. Okay, so there were some good
I
takeaways
mean, if
from
you're gonna make a remake, at least make it as good as the original, or at the very least, and get someone who actually can respect the legacy of the original to play in the movie. If you're not gonna get someone who especially if you're the director hiring all those people. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're the company that owns it and wants to extend the copyright of something, you can just put the original out, or use that same amount of money you used to make the remake into it as a sequel. Because you guys remember the original Mulan, the animated one?
Yeah.
Of course.
Well, at the end of spoiler alert for those of you who haven't seen the sequel to that, but at the end there's like this thing where Mushu meets some
See the
Shang.
dragon?
Yeah.
Mushu the dragon? Right.
Yeah. And he says this might just work out after all, and that left the door open for a third sequel at the very least.
Oh, okay. So you're thinking maybe a sequel would have been better than a straight up remake. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Was the Mulan sequel actually pretty good? It came out a long time after the original, right?
Not that long. I think it was like a half a decade or so, but I can't really remember.
Oh, okay.
Just like Hairspray, they remodeled Hairspray. I think I showed you myself when they have Ariana Grande and Jennifer Hudson and Dove Cameron and I think the girl that played in Descendants.
Right, and that was one of the big gripes is that everything's being remade these days, and they were accusing Disney of running out of good ideas.
Tell me about it.
Right, they mentioned their intellectual properties. They
I
haven't
mean,
really
if
come
they
up with
want
a new one.
to,
lately.
reboot an old TV show that they did back in the day, that was good enough. I mean, that's fine, especially if you can bring back even a fraction of the original cast, like Animaniacs did.
Right.
Yes.
Or the Karate Kid.
Yeah,
Did
right,
anybody
yeah,
watch that?
yeah.
They brought back the
No.
original
Yeah.
members, but they're just older now.
Yeah. So,
And that was hugely successful because people like those actors.
that was it's called Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai, that's the one. How about you, Zach R? Do you ever watch? Have you seen any of these Disney movies?
Yeah.
You have. Have you seen the original Snow White?
Yeah.
What do you think about the remake? Would you ever want to go watch that based on what we just saw?
Yeah, I think I have a movie on it.
You have the old one on movie?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, what about this brand new one that just came out in theaters? Would you want to go see that?
Yeah.
You didn't think it looked too bad with all the weird dwarves and.
No.
Okay, I think I would want to see it too, but really just so I would be more informed about what I'm talking about right now.
Yeah, just like
I don't think any of us have actually seen it. We're just kind of
It's
going
basically the
based
same
on.
thing with the current Looney Tunes, with the way the Looney Tunes franchise is right now.
Yeah.
Warner Brothers does not see it, for some reason, Time Warner does not see it as a priority alongside their runs of Sesame Street on HBO Max.
Right, we were talking about that last week, weren't we?
Can I drink water?
Of course, Zach. We'll pause for a minute before your turn. And we're back. As we were watching the Snow White video, Zach, you noticed a couple parallels to one of your favorite shows
Yeah.
that got remade. Was it a Disney remake that they did?
No, it was not. It was definitely not a Disney remake. It was something that people actually were passionate about, but ended up being screwed over as time went along.
Gotcha. Why don't you tell us all about that? So, was it Thomas the Tank Engine?
Yeah, pretty much.
So they did was it a reboot of the original?
Several reboots, yes.
Several. Okay.
Well, technically it was a rejig of some of them, but by the time Big World, Big Adventures came around, the show was really screwed over.
How so?
Well, let's just say I'm all for UN inclusion and everything, but they went completely overboard with it, and they don't even want to show, and they even stored away season 5 of the model series, never to be seen again because of some scenes that were in there. You guys ever, you remember anyone here remember the episode of Duncan Gets Spooked?
Yes.
I don't think I've seen that one. No. What was
Well,
that
there's
about? You could fill us in.
Well, basically, there was this story. I think it was based off a real life story that someone had an interesting experience with. You can see that version on Soda Island fan site, on tonight's YouTube page, actually. And there was this scene where a ghost locomotive was making its way home and fell off the bridge, and we actually saw it splash into the water, never to be seen again.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, Britt Allcroft and David Mitton did not believe in playing down to people, and they did include some mature subjects, but not so mature that they would be outrageous for a show like that.
Right, and you said it was a ghost train already, so.
Well, it was a ghost train after which,
Oh, so he fell off a bridge and became a ghost.
pretty much.
And they thought that might be a little too heavy for the
Yeah,
viewership.
apparently
huh?
a lot of kids companies these days think that. Well, the best way I can explain it is that a lot of kids companies, especially Mattel, think that kids are too stupid to feel anything other than what Ren and Stimpy once called happy, happy, joy, joy.
I remember that.
And that's
Classic.
not coming from, and that's basically what I figured from another YouTuber called The Unlucky Tug. You should check him out too.
Okay.
And when he did a movie about Duncan Gets Spooked, and back when Thomas and Frank was allowed to play with tone, he called it.
Okay, it's not just all happy-go-lucky sunshine and rainbows.
Yeah, you see, the Reverend who created the book series that the episodes were based on at the time actually wanted it to seem like a real place, not some happy-go-lucky fairy tale land.
Right, right. And in real places, actions have consequences. You know, you fall off a bridge, you
Yeah.
might not come back.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Believe it or not, they actually used a repainted version of Scarloey's model according to some deleted scenes that were actually uploaded to YouTube by the Twitter user Thomas Tankmarch, who, by the way, owns some of the original props from the show.
No way.
No, I'm not kidding. I think they own like Rheneas or Handel and Duke, for just to name a few of the narrow gauge characters.
Wow.
I think they also own one of the models made with Duncan, and I think there are also there's also another one that owns a model of Edward and Percy from the original series.
Oh, cool. I always forget that they're not real big.
Yeah, they're like
Trains,
gauge
they're
one,
like little.
They're gauge 1, O gauge kind of thing.
Right, yeah, they make it look so real on the show with the forced perspective and the props.
Yeah, at least they used to.
At least
Now,
they-
and it's even worse with All Engines Go. In fact, due to certain reasons with the director of that show leaving and the company that's currently animating the series shutting down, it's going to end at that show's. All Engines Go is going to end after its 4th season, and there have been no confirmed anything of another remake or reboot so far. In fact, I think Mattel's trying to deliberately kill the franchise.
Wow.
I mean, I don't want to attack Mattel because apparently, if they do make this new Thomas movie at some point, they actually do have someone. You guys ever hear of the movie 9?
Was it an animated? It's kind of a scary one.
Yeah, it's had like these dolls and whatnot.
I remember that, yeah.
Well, the same
Was
guy
it
who
Tim
directed
Burton?
that, he's supposed to be from what I hear, supposed to be directing the new Thomas movie should it ever be made.
Oh my gosh. So that
Well,
might have some adult themes in it, huh?
Well, apparently the guy who's supposedly directing this new film that's supposedly supposed to be coming out at some point, he actually saw the series as a child and really cherished it. So he actually cares about the franchise.
So you think he might
Save
do
it.
it some justice?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so you're not totally against redos and reboots. You just want the people behind them
To respect the
have some
franchise.
compassion for the original.
And respect the franchise as a whole, yes.
Wow.
In fact, before Britt Allcroft passed away, she and Rick Sigelkow, the co-producer of Shining Time Station, were actually trying to get the show out on DVD.
Is it not out on DVD?
No, you can barely even find the VHSs for it online anymore.
Oh, wow.
And can't you look it up on like my television? Because I have like an LG TV and it has like YouTube and Netflix on it.
Yeah, well, YouTube keeps kicking everything off due to copyright claims. And the other video sharing websites that actually do have the original episodes are constantly buffering, and in some cases, they actually have playback issues after a while. You have to keep reloading the thing. And I'm talking about Daily Motion. I mean, you can see the entire series, including some unreleased VHS content on some of which is on YouTube, but also on archive.org, where you can see the entire series.
Okay.
But I should warn you, that constantly buffers every 2 seconds, and even when you pull it back to let it run further, it still buffers.
Nothing quite like having a DVD you just put in and let it go.
Yeah, in fact, physical media is kind of coming into the mainstream again, in the manner of speaking, because people keep taking stuff off of streaming services.
It's so much better to just really own it.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't feel like you own
it's a lot
anything
easier.
when you-
It's a lot easier and cheaper to do something like that.
Right.
But I have a voicemail rope at home. I don't know if you have it, Zach, but I have a voicemail rope. Every time I want to say something, then it pops up. I want to listen to Ariana Grande, it automatically pops up on my television. If I want to listen to wrestling stuff, it automatically pops up on my television.
Oh, so you talk to...
A remote voice remote.
Very cool. That's
My
awesome.
mom has one downstairs, and we have one in the kitchen.
So you may prefer that than getting up, opening a DVD, putting it in the thing.
Yep.
Well, still, I'm not saying one should exist over the other. I'm saying they should
Right.
coexist in the same environment, especially since streaming services are so expensive right now. People can barely afford to get a new TV, let alone the extra streaming
Except
services.
for my Peacock, and Netflix is free because me and my mom already paid for it.
Well, you did have to pay for it at some point.
Yeah, but we still have
Yeah, but even if you do get the packages that includes that stuff, they always repackage everything and then take away half your channels, like they did to us recently, Comcast.
Oh, no.
And Comcast owns NBC now, believe it or not.
And everything was so simple when we were growing up, huh? Your
tell me
favorite
about it.
TV shows were on. There was only one version of them, and you could buy it on a DVD.
VHS, actually.
VHS when we were growing up, wasn't it?
But you say by the Bell Charles, it's still on main TV. It comes on Saturday mornings at 8 o'clock.
And is that the original, or did they?
Original.
Didn't they redo that one too?
The original, the college one, and when they were kids.
Man, it just once
I
you get a
just
good
wish someone
idea.
would at least put some of the Shining Time
They
Station
go Family Matters. They're remaking. They're doing the little version of Family Matters. They're doing the grown version of Family Matters.
Man, it's nothing
I
sacred.
just wish someone would put Shining Time Station at the very least on Netflix. Netflix Kids at the very least. Because kids need to be exposed to that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that was a big part of my childhood. It taught me right from wrong. It taught me hard work. It taught me working together with the team.
And and not to mention the fact it's a big disrespect to the late George Carlin, who played Mr. Conductor throughout the majority of the series.
Man, what a legend.
Although
Legendary
Ringo
comedian.
Starr was the first to play it from like the first episode to the Christmas special.
That is an interesting bit of trivia there.
And I agree with you, Charles. Charles and Zach, because like there's too many kids like either getting gun from their parents, or trying to shoot every parent, or shooting everybody in Baltimore. Because I came on like seeing shootings in Baltimore on the news. Or they're shooting their teachers. I keep on seeing like different stuff on the news.
That's one of the main things That's one of the main things with major news networks that I have problems with. They always, more often than not, 99.99% of the time, they always report on something negative that drags down positive morale for everybody.
Yeah, we talked about that last week, didn't we?
Yeah, I mean, it's all they care about is their ratings. I mean, news networks should not be allowed to operate their stories via what gets them the biggest ratings.
And I think that's a big problem. Just to circle it back to what we were originally talking about with all the reboots and remakes.
Yeah.
You think they just want good ratings and good money, and they took a gamble on Snow White, and it did not pay off.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying no show should depend on ratings. I'm just saying national media should not rely on ratings to get stories that get them the most ratings to get what they
Yeah,
want.
because that's real stuff. That's not just entertainment, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's one thing if it's like a regular TV show or radio show or even a podcast like this one is.
Exactly.
But, I mean, ratings should not depend, but the news network should not depend on ratings. It should depend on what gets them let alone what gets them the most attention. They should really depend on. They should really. I'm not saying I'm against freedom of speech. I mean, that's basically been a part of our Constitution for over 200 years. But I can guarantee you, there should be an addendum to that rule that says for every bit of negative news they call for, there should be at least one or two positive stories that they capture.
Yeah.
Yeah, can I agree with you with that? Because I'm getting myself tired of hearing about Donald Trump. I hear one thing about Donald Trump, going to hell him.
It's a drama that drives up the ratings, unfortunately.
And that should be illegal for news networks to operate on.
Yeah, yesterday was
That's an interesting opinion, man.
Yesterday was one of Channel 11's birthday. Kiana, whatever, I think her name was like Kiana Breeze or whatever her name is. I wished her happy birthday yesterday.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's sweet.
But Zach, all right, we haven't heard from you in a while. We were talking about movies earlier. What do you have a favorite, like a favorite Disney movie?
Toy Story.
Toy Story, like the original one with Buzz and Woody.
They all
Yeah.
have Buzz and Woody.
They do, right?
Yeah, they do.
I think they do
Yeah.
a fourth one, and I hear rumors they're doing a fifth one.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Gotcha. Well, Zach, how did you feel when they started making all these sequels to Toy Story? Did you like the sequels, like Toy Story 2, Toy Story 3?
Yeah.
There was also a Toy
You
Story
did. So
4.
you think that was a good idea, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't think they messed with the characters too much or changed too much around?
No.
How would you feel if they remade the first Toy Story, same characters, but they changed a bunch of stuff?
I know.
Would you be okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's a different opinion than what we've heard here. Sometimes I think you enjoy something so much that you just want more of it, no matter what it is.
If you don't want to do a reboot, then at the very least, if you want to remake every single episode from the original in a reboot, you should at least make them as good as the original, or at least continue on from where the original. Make new episodes and continue on from where the old series left off.
Yeah. Speaking of some Charles, they made one of my favorite wrestlers into a movie. Paige has her own movie called Fighting with My Family on DVD.
Fighting for My Family?
Mm-hmm. So it's like a wrestling movie.
Okay, so they took their wrestling career and translated that into a movie.
Uh-huh. She had
Okay.
her neck surgery, and then she's back in wrestling now. She's thinking about coming back to WWE.
But Eugene, what do you think about remaking movies, like with Snow White? Do you think it's a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, I like it because I know I'm not gonna say Snow White, but I like the remakes of like a High School Musical and Camp Rock and like Hairspray. Those kind of.
So some remakes can be done right,
Yeah.
but like you're saying, Zach, you have to respect the original.
Yeah,
Right.
basically.
Okay, I think that's a good point.
If
That
you're
we
not going to have
have.
an entire team pay homage to the original, you might as well not make it at all.
There you go. You're just damaging the IP.
Reputation of the original franchise as well as the company that owns it.
All right. A lot of chances were taken with this new Snow White movie. It seems like.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like to go. I would never want to go see that because my friend Charles. He has a name Charles, but his real name is Richard Fuji. He told me he went to go see the movie. He said nope. He told me not to go see it because it was
Terrible, huh?
Yeah.
I want to see it just so I'm more informed about what we're talking about here. But.
Well, I bet Mufasa was a pretty good prequel
Yeah,
at the very
that-
least.
that's
I mean, it didn't do well in the box office, but I hear a lot of people liked it. I mean, if you want to do a original prequel or an original sequel or a new sequel to a franchise, to an existing franchise, that's fine. But if you want to remake it, you should put the same heart and soul and as many of the original people into it as possible to make it as good as the original.
All right. Well, I think we've got a lot of different opinions here, and we've maybe arrived at a conclusion that, remakes are okay as long as they're good. As long
Unless
as
they have a soul, the same soul.
They've got a soul.
At least half
Exactly.
the soul of the original.
Awesome.
I already know what I'm talking about for my entertainment. I'm talking about the Selena Gomez badly behaved movie.
For your next segment. Cool.
Amen,
Well,
brother.
Awesome.
Send me some Selena Gomez. It reminds me of my Beyonce.
That's awesome, man. Well, we're gonna wrap up this week's edition of
Switch it up.
Switch It Up with Zach. Awesome. Thank you for joining us, everyone at home, and we will be back with you shortly. All right, welcome back, everyone, to this week's edition of Geno's Sports Segment. The group just watched a video about a new kind of baseball bat that the Yankees have been using, and Eugene's here to tell us all about it. Eugene?
Yeah, they hit like 9 home runs in the third inning. And then,
Well, they hit 9 home runs in the whole game, right?
They hit 9 home runs in the whole game. And then the total, the final score of that game was 20-9.
20-9.
Yeah.
Man. And who are we playing against again?
The Milwaukee Brewers.
We're playing against the Brewers at home, right?
Yes. Yes.
And the game began with a bang.
Yeah. With the new baseball bats.
Yeah. So what did you think about the fact that they're using a brand new baseball bat for the first time in a really long time?
I think it's good, but I don't think some of my players shouldn't be using them.
So you don't think it's a good idea for everybody to?
Yeah, just some people.
And why is that?
Because then they're just gonna mess them up. Like
Yeah.
during their games, then everybody uses the baseball bat.
Maybe because not everyone's used to it yet.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. Zach, did you have something to say, Zach P?
Well, actually, I mean, as long as it's legal by the league standards, I mean, it's fine. But I mean, I feel like there may be certain people could use it more, and certain people who are so good that they don't need the new bat, basically.
So you think some players are so good that they wouldn't even benefit from this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an interesting thought.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as it's legal by the
Yeah.
league standards.
Yeah, I agree.
Right, and we, Becky, you looked up something. Oh, I'm sorry. I should introduce our special guests we have here today. We are joined by Jess and Becky from the employment team. Would you guys like to say hello? Sorry to put you on the spot like that.
That's
But
okay. Hi. Yeah, I had seen the baseball bat as well. I thought it was really interesting, but it seemed like it might have given the Yankees an unfair advantage.
That's what we were talking about. And Becky, you looked something up.
Yes, thinking about what Zach Porter just said about how some people might not use it, there was a note that Aaron Judge, thank you,
You're welcome.
chose not to use the new bat that the majority of the Yankee team was using because he was so successful last year with the regular bat. His ideology is why mess up a good thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
Right.
A lot of people have trouble grasping that concept these days,
Speaking of
especially
some-
movie and TV companies.
Speaking of some Charles, I have played softball, and I don't have a bat, but I have a bat like Aaron Judge at home in my bed.
Right, and you're starting
Yeah,
softball soon, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a third baseman on myself.
Yeah, it is baseball season right now.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
softball. Well, they call it softball, but I know what it is.
It's baseball to you, right?
Yeah.
If you had the opportunity to use that new bat,
I would.
you would?
Cool, man.
I mean, I'd like to try it at least to see what it's like, or at least hold it to see what the difference is between the new bat and the old ones. But I mean, I can't remember the last time I even played t-ball. It's been so long.
Yeah, I just been playing baseball ever since I was a kid, since I was like 10 years old. Same thing with basketball. I've been playing since I was 10.
Wow, and have you played every year?
Yeah, professional Olympics, yep.
And you said, which position do you play, Eugene?
For basketball, I did have me everywhere for basketball. First for softball, I played for baseball / softball, I played third baseman.
Third baseman, cool.
Nice.
That's a pretty important outfield position. Or no, you're on the base.
Yeah.
That's a really important. That's the last line of defense before home plate, huh?
You know, I don't know if any of y'all know Brian Parks, he's on my softball team.
Brian Parks. I don't think so.
He's on my
Becky's
softball-
nodding?
He's on Miss Becky knows him.
Cool.
He's
And
on my softball team.
So Eugene, I have a question. How would you feel if you were playing against a team and all of a sudden they came in with this surprise bat?
I would not like it.
it would feel unfair.
I kind of feel like that's how the Brewers felt. I felt like
Yeah.
this was a new thing that
Yeah.
the Yankees all of a sudden brought out
Yeah.
that nobody knew about.
Yeah.
Speaking of something, even though I'm not going to be talking about it, the Orioles played it against the
Yes,
Orioles.
they do.
Depending on the weather.
It's their opening home game.
Yeah.
Right. Oh my gosh, the city's gonna be packed. It's gonna be crazy down there.
And then the Ravens got some new players, I'm going to tell you that part.
Ravens got some new players.
DeAndre Hopkins and somebody from Los Angeles Rams. And my team got nobody.
Oh no.
They got rid of Russell Wilson and Justin Fields.
Oh wow. Who's your team?
The Steelers. I like the Steelers and Eagles.
You're a Pennsylvania guy.
I'm not
Oh,
from there.
true.
Not from there, but yeah, I like them. Because my sister played basketball when we were when she was like in middle school for like a tournament.
I understand how you feel. Personally, I prefer lobster over crab, but at the same time, if I do get crab, I usually would prefer the snow crab variety. They're a lot easier to pick for me. I mean, I'm not from Maine or anything, but I'm just saying, if I ever get the chance to have lobster again, I'm definitely going for it.
There's no more Red Lobsters. So
Well, actually, there is a red lobster in White Marsh, from what
I
I've
know
heard.
I'm talking about here.
I think there is one left in the area. What made you say that, Zach?
I'm just pointing out that it's not necessarily sacrilege to be from a certain state and like something from another state, is what I'm saying.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Gotcha.
Even though some
Okay.
people might think it is.
Right, so it's okay to like people from Philly
Yeah.
and
my,
from
mom, my mom's not happy.
Pennsylvania.
My mom's not happy.
Oh yeah, he said you guys
Yeah,
get into it sometimes
yeah,
when you're.
Yeah, but same thing with baseball, because my mom likes the Orioles and not like the Yankees.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I bet your house is fun when the Orioles play the Yankees.
Same thing with the Ravens and Steelers.
Remember being a kid, I would just root against my dad no matter what. If he wanted Redskins, I wanted Cowboys. If he okay,
Well,
that's all right.
Redskins
Zach.
have been disbanded, haven't they?
No, they're good this year.
Guys, we're actually gonna take a quick break. One of our members needs to use the bathroom, so we'll be right back. And we're back. We got a little bit off topic there, which is fine, but I wanted to circle back to our main subject, which was how awesome the Yankees are doing.
Yeah.
Do you think, Eugene, do you think it's all because of this new bat they got, or are they just that good of a team right now?
They're just that good of a team. I think they're going to make it to the World Series this year. Don't know who they're playing this year. Possibly the Nationals.
Nice, man. I think you're right. I don't think it can all be attributed to some kind of new bat, right?
Yeah.
Because the skill level still has to be there.
And then again,
Yeah.
some players could be taking steroids.
You never know about that. That's hard to control for that. But
Yeah.
Zach P,
What-
what do you think?
Well, I feel like it's a combination of things. I mean, the new bat's certainly a big help, but if that becomes an industry-wide thing, then that'd be okay. I mean, if they want to file for a patent for it, maybe, but
I wonder if it's got a patent. I wonder if it's got a patent yet, or if it's a secret thing that they brewed up just to use for the Yankees.
Yeah.
So you think once it becomes more mainstream, other teams might start using it too?
yeah, pretty much.
Gotcha. Well, I think to keep it fair, all teams should have access to that.
Yes, I
Yeah,
agree.
yeah.
I agree.
But
Definitely.
in baseball, it's such an old
Yeah.
game with
Yeah.
the same rules that in order to progress and go above and beyond,
Yeah.
it takes something like that, like
Yeah.
maybe a whole brand new invention,
Yeah.
brand new kind of baseball bat.
Yep.
And then also I played Special Olympics, so I played third base, and then I played basketball for Special Olympics. Of course, I won my silver medal. I had my silver medal on.
I see that, Eugene. Guys, today Eugene is actually wearing a sports medal. Do you want to show everybody?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Right here.
Is that bronze or
It's
is it,
silver in the second place. I won second place.
what's more bronze to me?
Can I take a look?
Yeah.
Eugene?
Right there.
Let's see. It says Special Olympics Maryland Experience Inclusion. Well, it doesn't really say. It looks kind of like a bronze, but
Yeah.
that's awesome, man.
I won so much gold medals that my team finally I have so many gold medals at home. I just put them on my leg at home.
Nice, man. How many do you think you have altogether?
More than one.
More than one.
Yeah.
All right.
Like 11 or 12 or possibly 20 or 30.
Gotcha. Has anyone else here ever participated in a Special Olympics event?
Not really.
Not so much.
But I heard the Western Maryland Scenic sponsored it one year.
Well,
It's a little tourist railroad out in Cumberland, actually. They actually sponsored it. They did a fundraiser for it one year, I think.
Yeah, they did the polar bear punch for that, but I'm not doing it because I'm not getting no cold water.
oh my gosh, I don't know how people do that.
My softball team member Stacy gets in the cold water. Nope, not doing it.
You and me both, brother.
Nope. I'd rather just
You
give them
would-
a donation.
Gotcha. Zach R., have you ever participated in a Special Olympics event before?
No.
Do you want
No,
to?
no bowling
You
or
want to?
baseball, anything?
You want to? You want to?
Have you ever thought about it?
Yeah.
Could be fun.
Yeah, because I'm doing softball right now.
And Eugene here is the one to talk to if you're ever thinking
Yeah.
about getting involved in some
Yeah.
kind of sport.
Call and talk to me.
Zach,
Well, that's what I see at the church.
Oh, yeah. Zach, if you had to pick one to participate in, which sport would you like to do?
Basketball or softball or flag football.
Baseball.
Well, same
Baseball,
thing. Same
okay.
thing. We had that for Special Olympics, but they call it softball. But same thing.
Oh yeah, same rules, same game.
Yeah.
Cool.
But,
Well,
but you're not gonna be on my team, Zach. You're probably gonna be like on the red team because I'm on like a higher level.
oh well, that's okay. We'll get him up to speed with everybody, right?
Yeah.
So there's like different teams for different levels of
Yeah,
experience.
same thing for basketball. I'm on the blue higher team, and then like some people are on the red team, and then some people are on the white team, and then they have like a skills team.
So is that kind of like D1, D2,
Mm-hmm.
different
Interesting.
divisions?
Yeah.
I never knew that. I kind of thought everybody was on the same team.
And then
But...
some job coaches like Hillary's my coach for my basketball team,
Right.
and we came in second.
Gotcha. Well, you said baseball or softball just started, right?
Well, no, it's going to start sometime next. Just becoming 2 or 3 weeks. My coach told me when I started the basketball game last Thursday.
Gotcha. So Zach R, it sounds like signups for this year are already over, but
Yeah.
perhaps
Flag
next year.
football, but they can do flag football as long as you get a physical. 'Cause I'm doing flag football next day.
There's also flag football if you think. But you said baseball.
Yeah.
That's your favorite one to play.
Yeah.
Do they play flag football around the same time as the regular flat football season, or
Yep. We're past that lake. We're going past them always. That. Like, and then when you're going to past it, there's a little area in that. There's like a recreation center in that area.
I do not know where that is. I hardly ever go out to that area.
It's like going past, like going towards almost like the Forest Hill, but you don't go on that road to go to Forest Hill. You just make that right turn. It's right there.
Is it the Arena Club? Perhaps.
I think so. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
That's the big sports
Yeah,
complex behind them all.
that has the soccer. Yeah, that's it. Yep, that's it.
Hartford Mall or White Marsh Mall?
Hartford Mall.
Okay.
So if you want to sign up, if you give me your number later, Zach, you call me. I'll tell you where it's at.
All right. I'll consider it, but I can't guarantee much. I'm still trying to work on getting a job as we speak.
Like I said, there's jobs at Gabe's in Edgewood. There's jobs at the Pantry. There's jobs at McDonald's if you want to work at McDonald's, but that's not me. There's a job at Burger King for Aberdeen.
They still offer. Well, the one thing I want to do with McDonald's is actually get that 401k because they even offer one for their part-time employees.
They do. As soon as you start working there, I think you can start depositing parts of your paycheck. into the
Hypothetically, if
401k.
you wanted to transfer to another job to another place, you could probably take that 401k with you, I guess. But
Most of them you can roll over into the next companies, I think.
Or,
Yeah.
or you can work at Rite Aid with Lester.
Alright. So, Zach P, would you be interested in Special Olympics as well? I know you said your main focus is finding a job right now.
well, I'm not really that much of a sports fan these days, but I can guarantee you, if I ever do at some point consider, I'll try and figure something out.
Because, like I said, they have basketball next year, and I'm already on the basketball team.
So it's just something fun to do.
And plus, you
Yeah.
get to go to the University of Maryland and meet celebrities. So
You get to travel.
and meet celebrities.
Yeah.
And meet celebrities.
You don't say.
Yeah, like Kimmy Meissner, I met one year.
Is he a basketball player?
They said she was an Olympic skater. Where like she skated for Boston before
wow.
she came to the Olympics.
You met an Olympian.
And then she wanted to go out with me, and I said no, Charles.
Aw, that's too bad for her, huh?
You guys ever meet His Royal Airness Michael Jordan?
Yeah, I seen him. I seen him when I went to a Wizards game back in 1997.
You got to watch Michael Jordan play?
My dad took
cool.
me, and I had a girlfriend that same year.
I liked him when he was in Space Jam, the original one.
Had that in my phone.
Oh, yeah.
I had that in my phone and on my television.
That's an awesome movie.
I have it on DVD, actually.
I have it. I don't have to give it on DVD, whatever, because I have all my VHS downstairs where my laundry room is at.
You still have all your VHS tapes?
I still have the vast
That's
majority
cool,
of my
man.
VHS tapes, too.
I have like now. I have
I think
like
I gave all mine away.
like right now, Charles. I have like 10,000 DVDs. Half of them are wrestling, and the other half is like 10 movies, and yeah.
That's cool, man. I'd love to see your collection sometime, man. All right, guys. Well, I think we're gonna probably wrap up this edition of Geno's Sports segment.
Yeah.
This was a fun one. We talked
Yeah,
about 5 different sports.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, if either Zach P or Zach R are interested, if you guys are interested in
You call Miss Melissa. I have her number on my phone. I'm Charles. Miss Melissa Anger.
Miss Melissa, okay.
She's
Well,
in charge of the special line.
you can get up with Eugene and I after the broadcast, and we can work that out.
Right.
We can talk to Hillary. If you know who that is. I'm like.
I think I know her. I think she lives in Havre de Grace, doesn't she?
She has Brooklyn as a baby. She has Brooklyn.
Sure. Cool. Well, we'll talk about that as soon as we're done, and I'm gonna hit stop right here, guys.
Okay.
Good job. Thank you so much to all of our listeners at home for tuning in. This is the Monday Mix crew signing out. See you next Monday.
Monday.